Hey guys, this is C4Cat and welcome back to FTL, Faster Than Light. This is the video I said I wouldn't do. I was kind of done with FTL, but man, a lot of people want me to do another video, so hey, let's do another video, shall we? And we're going to try the Zultan Come on, Steve, spell it right. We're going to do the Zultan chip, and I'm calling it the Rising Star because, I think it's a good name. The Zultan are kind of a religious people, or sort of pacifist, spiritual. I don't think they're religious necessarily, but so I thought the Rising Star seemed like one of those kind of cool names that, a spiritual alien would have, believing in the stars and that sort of thing. I don't know why. So, we've seen the Zultan in previous videos. They power the ship using their bodies. Once you say it out loud, it does sound kind of dumb, but that's what they do. They power the ship using their bodies. Now, we find a man in the cave, and we're going to take him, because at the early game, what does it matter? If he goes mad and blows up your ship, well, you start again, right? Or you can keep playing, whatever. The Zultan chip. Now, as you may remember, I did the wrap-up video, which spoke a little bit about the Zultan chip, and its basic strengths and weaknesses. It does have the Zultan shield, which means the first 5 hits, it can just take them, and it won't count. That stops missiles, that stops mines, it stops boarding parties, nothing can get through. This is amazing. This is what really strikes this ship apart from everything else. It also has a halberd beam, which does 2 damage as a laser, so it can break through the first point of shields and then do damage to everything else, which, again, if this first point of shields knocks their shields down, that does 2 damage to everything else, and it makes short work of them. So, Zultan's shield not even down, they couldn't even touch me. Brilliant. There are some problems with the ship, however. It has no power, and no engines. There's an achievement, apparently, if you get to level, or to 5th zone without even upgrading the power grid. I don't know how you'd do that, but I'll give it a shot sometime, maybe when the game itself comes out. Speaking of which, this game's releasing. I know, right? Haven't you been excited for it for a while? Wow, it sounds like I'm being up myself. I'm sorry. What I mean is the game... Sorry. What I mean is the game comes out on the 14th, or so I've heard. So, I've got 5 parts of this video, so hey, it's a long one, so I hope you like this ship, because you're going to be seeing it for 5 days. And I'm going to be doing one of these videos once a day. And also, to celebrate the game actually coming out, I'm going to do another competition, because I've recently had a whole bunch of people find my videos, I actually believe from Total Biscuit. This is my guess. More on that in a second. So I'm going to do one more giveaway. Anyone who's ever commented will be still in the draw to win. But if you haven't left a comment yet, feel free. I think on day 4 will be the draw. I might even do a live draw. Oh, wouldn't that be exciting? I'll be rolling D10s all over the place. Because that's the life I have. So yeah, we're going to do another copy. However, for the guy who won, and I haven't... This is going to sound really sad, I can't remember who his name is, but don't worry, it's recorded somewhere. You're not in the draw. I hope you don't mind, because you've already won. Which, by the way, congratulations again. So, competition's still going on. And the game comes out on the 14th. I don't know if I said that. So, it's pretty close now. So, all you people who didn't get into the Kickstarter, your time is nigh. Sound like some sort of prophet. Ooh, what's this? Oh, another survivor, another crew member. This is actually a really good thing. Going back to the game, sorry, just a moment. Having an extra crew member on the Zultan ship really helps out, because the Zultan only have 50 hit points, half of what a regular human has. So they are terrible at hand-to-hand combat, and they also die very quickly. So you gotta watch out for that. So, is there anything else I need to do housekeeping-wise? Oh yeah, so Sunday morning I woke up and there were a whole bunch of subs and comments. I was really confused and thought maybe that there were like YouTube spam bots, but no, all of them were legit. Turns out Total Biscuit had done a video the night before, and at the same time, I guess some of you found my video through him. So, hey, welcome. Take a seat. I don't have any seats, but feel free to take one from someone. Your neighbours, your siblings, your parents, that's cool. Just take a seat. Sit where you want as well, I'm not going to stop you. And welcome to my lame jokes if you aren't already accustomed to them. Because you're going to get them. Because I amuse myself when I'm talking to myself. Which is essentially what I'm doing. So, we're still in Sector 1 here, and... Hey, still loving the comments. The comments that tell me that I shouldn't leave Sector 1 so early. Yeah, I know, really obvious, but... so I'm just trying to stay in Sector 1 as long as possible, get the most scrap possible, just to upgrade my ship. So... yeah. At first I didn't like the Zultan ship. I thought it was really weak, just having the halberd beam and not having any energy. It was kind of a weakness that I couldn't overlook. But I think much like the NG ship, the Donut, I don't remember what it's called, the Donut 16, go me, kind of the same way that I fell in love with the ship the more I played it. So I've been playing the game, of course, not on video quite a few times, and I still love the game. I still haven't unlocked the rock ship, the jelly cruiser, or the mysterious secret ship. Ooh. But, you know, maybe I'll do another video later when I feel like it. I'm gonna hesitate to say I won't do another video now. And, ooh, I've got a heavy laser. The heavy laser comes in handy. I don't know how long it's been on my ship because I've been too busy talking about inane things. Not inane things, but they're important. Yes, I'll keep convincing myself of that. Oh, look at that. They've got the same shields as us. But that's kind of annoying when they do the same trick. But you know, we can just shoot them back. I mean, you beat their shields the same way as they beat mine. You just hit them with a lot of damage and eventually you break through and kill all their deliciousness. Are my shields down? No? Oh, ion cannons, right. Damn ion cannons. I never could know quite how to feel about ion cannons. I mean, on one hand, they are kind of hilarious, on the other hand, they're not. So you'll note that I'm still doing the thing with, I don't know how many of these videos you've watched. Well, everyone's watched a different number, I suppose. But if you've seen another ship, I think it was the NG ship, which had the beam laser. I think there was another ship that had one as well. But you try to get it through as many rooms as possible, because each room will give you an extra damage allocation. So if you can get it through 5 rooms, but only 2 of them are system rooms, you do that because then you get 5 lots of damage. So if it's 2, you get 10 damage. If you only put it through 2 rooms, you're only going to get 4 damage. So you try to hit just the corners, but not through the corners to the fact that it does no damage at all. It's a bit of a science to it. You know, get out your protractors. Now I'm just imagining someone getting out a protractor and being like, yeah, that's about 5 degrees. It actually sounds like something I would do. Oh. Yay, ship damage. But shield charge booster. That can be really handy when you really need shields. Actually, I think that saves my life a couple of times. It's funny how you can look at things on hindsight and realize that this minor this minor situation that occurred much earlier in the game actually saved your life near the end. I'll point out when it happens just so you guys can be all excited about it as well, because I'm actually kind of in awe about that now that a random chance thing saved my ship. This ship gets pretty beastly. I mean, given the fact that there's 5 parts, of course it gets pretty beastly, but I don't know, I like it. It really needs engines right now. And it has the kind of funny thing that if you want to turn the shields off, you can just turn them off, because until the Zultan shield is needed, until the Zultan shield is not needed, rather, the shields are kind of pointless. So you can redistribute your power from there. Maybe that's how you do the 5 power, well, not upgrading your power achievement. That would make sense, actually. But I mean, even so, I think you still want to upgrade your shields because you don't want to be in a situation late game where you're left with no shields when your Zultan shield goes down, because your ship will just be ripped apart. Because I mean, you've probably seen the later game ships where they have like 6 lasers firing at you all at once. And then you need your speed, you need your shields, you need your stealth if you've got it, just to avoid that damage. I like the music when you're in a nebula. It just seems kind of like radio transmissions failing. I don't know if that's quite the right way to describe it, but I haven't quite figured out. There was a little trick that I figured out about the heavy laser later, which is why I'm using the Leto at the moment. Ion Cannon did 8 damage to my Zultan shield. The Ion Mine. Really? Did I read that right? Okay. That's possibly one way to beat a Zultan shield. Just so you know, if you ever come against a Zultan shield, use an Ion Mine. It stops on just the outside and it blows the shields up. It won't get into the Zultan shield, of course, because that's how Zultan shields work. Now I had a bit of a question here. It's like rock or mantis. Now, of course, after the mantis is 2 red sectors, after the rock is 2 purple sectors. So you got to think a little bit about that. I decided to go for rock because the Zultan are not physical fighters. So if a mantis got on board, a mantis would rip me apart. So I thought, well, let's err on the side of caution on this one. I mean, on hindsight, I suppose I could have probably gone for the mantis area because I would have had the super shields. Sorry, the Zultan shields. Let's be flavorful. But yeah, so at the moment what I'm trying to do is take out the shields with the halberd beam and then shoot with the heavy laser. And then go to the Leto. We'll start with the Leto rockets, which is a thing you can do. It is a thing you can do. But yeah. Missiles! I can sell some missiles. Yeah. Scrap is really important at the start of the game. It just, you need to stay ahead of that power curve, otherwise you just collapse really quickly. I don't save, like every time I'm recording, I don't save every game because some are just this atrocious thing where I just collapse and it's not really interesting, it's just running from every combat. I was going to say it's like Battlestar Galactica, but actually no, it is like Battlestar Galactica. Battlestar just don't sit around when there's a base star around. They just go, well, hello base star, we're going to leave now with the colonial fleet. I like Battlestar Galactica, the new one, not the old one. I really should watch it again. Oh, that's 4 seasons. I've got so much to watch, it's ridiculous. And then my friends got me into Doctor Who, which was even worse because there's a lot of Doctor Who. I started on the season 1 of the reboot, and I've been really enjoying that actually. You know, all of a sudden a whole bunch of old jokes that I've heard for many years all of a sudden make sense. I don't know. I don't know why that's relevant, but I like the fact that I can make jokes about things and now understand them. What else has been going on lately? I'm not sure how much I should talk about the game because it's not really... I mean, it's just the combat is going on. It's the same old. I mean, I love the combat, but... What do you say about the combat? I mean, I'm shooting the lasers. It gets a little bit mechanical after a while. Not a bad thing. I mean, then a fight will happen. It will just throw you out of that mechanical nature really quickly. Much like life, I think. You know, I think this game is an analogy to life. Sometimes you just fly around in life and you have no care in the world. And then a ship with 4 shields comes out and just blows you out of the sky. And you go, ah, life. Welcome back. Am I being philosophical or moronic? You decide. Okay, so now I've realized what's a better idea with the laser. Heavy laser, get the shields down, and then because the beam has no travel time, just swipe it through them. And it tends to do a lot better. You tend to do a lot more damage that way, as opposed to doing a little bit of damage with the laser, so 4 points of damage with the laser max, and then 2 with the beam, well, with the heavy cannon. So that's 4 plus 2, that's 6. Shut up. You get 0 with the heavy laser, but 8 with the halberd beam, so that's 2 extra damage. And also it's extra damage on systems, so you really want to get those systems offline. You'll notice this ship on the bottom of it's a Mantis ship that has a transporter beam, a transporter section. But because the Zultan shield was up when the transport section was up, they couldn't transport their guys in there. This is what's called a good thing. But now they've fixed it, now they probably can bring them on board. But just as they tried, did you hear that? That's me making a transporter sound. That was them trying to transport just as their ship exploded. So, good times all around for the courier company. I still like to imagine this as a courier company, just a really... It's like Planet Express in the war zone. Oh god, that's the most terrifying situation ever. Planet Express would not be good in a war zone. I think that's happened. Of course it's happened, Zap Brannigan exists. I've never known how to feel about Zap Brannigan from Futurama. Okay, right there, I went straight through the corner, didn't get the weapons. I completely face-palmed at that point, because it was just... How do you not hit the most dangerous section? You know, it's just occurred to me, why do rock people breathe oxygen? I mean, I'm questioning basic rock physiology now, so... I don't know. That's what I'm doing. I always get a weird feeling while I'm doing this that I'm not actually recording. I'm sure I'm recording. I'd feel right silly if I wasn't. Anyway. It's like the constant fear. But I can't... I'll be stopping this in a second. This video is ending in a couple of minutes. 30 seconds? No, not 30 seconds. Anyway, it's ending at the end of the section. The sector. I got firebombs somewhere. Firebombs will be useful in the upcoming days. Because of fire. Cleansing fire. Anyway guys, as I was saying before, please leave your comments below. Criticism, I mean, it doesn't have to be praise. I'm getting praise. I'm not turning it down. Hey, look, I love it. Because I'm an attention whore. No, I'm not. But, moving on. Comments on what you like about the videos, what you don't like about the videos. I'd love to hear them. Because, I mean, these videos, I want you guys to enjoy them. I mean, yeah, I make them for myself because I enjoy making them, but I really want... If other people enjoy them, that's even better. Right? So, leave a comment. It's cool. I mean, if you don't like the videos, you can say, hey, look, I don't like this thing. That's cool. I had the fun video. Look, I'm going to talk about comments next time, I think, because I'm running out of time. Anyway, the music in this game is kind of fun as well. So yeah, I look forward to actually seeing comments from people after they've played the game and just people's response to the game. Look forward to it. Anyway guys, I'm off to the next sector and I'm off for this video, but I'll catch you next time on The Rising Star. Bye!